What's going on, guys? Max here for slurf.com. And I'm back from a short 3-day vacation to the West Coast. Last night I got off a plane at 11 p.m. Eastern, and by 1 a.m. I was doing research to bring you guys some knockout GPP insight. Knockout, get it? Like Jose Bautista got knocked out yesterday. Um, Reminded me of the movie Friday and the very famous saying at the end. I can't repeat it in the video, but I digress. So let's jump into the 8-game slate for Monday, May 16th. Um, so most teams that have any sort of good pitching are traveling today and not playing. So that means we have guys like Jay Happ and Jordan Zimmerman priced in the 10K range on DraftKings, which is like, I think, the first sign of Armageddon. So get ready, folks. Anyhow, the first guy I want to talk about is the chalkiest option of the day in Adam Conley. Yes, he's a good play on a day where you have very little safety in pitching. He playing left-handed pitchers against Philly is a matchup that we have been targeting all season with a lot of success. So Conley isn't just any lefty. He has been quite good this year. I looked deeper into him to see what stands out to me as far as the difference between why he's been so good this year compared to last. And it seems like his changeup has been way more effective slash maybe lucky. He had a 398 WOBA and a 340 BABIP on the pitch last year. This year it's 087 and 077. So it seems at least his changeup is in for a bit of a regression. The guy's going to be massively owned today, so I'm kind of looking for any reason to fade him. I'm not sure if that's going to be my reason, but we'll see. We'll see as the day goes on. So anyway, let's look at the guy that's opposite him, because I feel like if people roster him, less people will roster this guy. Jared Eichhoff isn't just a guy that spells his first name weird, Jerad, which is strange. But let's not hold it against him. Over his short MLB career, he's been pretty dominant against right-handed pitching. 242 WOBA last year, 203 WOBA this year. Even better at home versus righties. He allows 181 this year and 150 last year. It's pretty insane. There are 3 lefty bats to be concerned about in Miami, but they do not bat consecutively. So if he can kind of pitch around them and kind of get around them, he should dominate the righty bats. There should be low ownership, like I said, because if people roster Conley on the other side, they're very unlikely to roster Eichhoff, as people really think getting a win is something they need to do on DraftKings, which is not true, especially for GPPs. I would rather go with a low ownership and give up 4 points. Let's see, who else do we have here? Jay Happ. So he's another guy that's priced up today. Lefties against Tampa is usually somewhere we go to stack Tampa, but since we have time, I wanted to look at why he's been so successful today. This year, I'm sorry. Only thing I could find is he's throwing his two-seamer a lot more this year, and that pitch is moving quite a bit more than it used to, which is probably why he's throwing it. This tells me that maybe the good version of Happ is here to stay if he can keep controlling his two-seam fastball the way he has. Maybe we can't use him today, but I am definitely going to be looking at him when his price is down and he's in favorable matchups. Zimmerman should also be lower owned as he's priced up. The only thing I question here is upside. His K percentage is down every year since 2014, 22.8% to 14.6% this year. His walk rate has gone in the other direction, and I'm really not sure I can go here even if I'm given low ownership. Just a little bit below him is Kenta Maeda, who I think is going to be very popular today. He's facing the Angels at home, and I do like him even with high ownership. He's the kind of guy that hitters are going to need to see a bunch before they can adjust to his arsenal of pitches. So I think he might be my favorite option today against an Angels squad that has struggled with righties all year. Plus, they have to play in a National League park where they will give up the DH. So Maeda is also a really heavy favorite, which is something else that I like. Some other guys here. Porcello has been elite. He's facing Kansas City team that has been far from what they were last year. Moose is on the DL for them, and I think that really has hurt their lineup. They're striking out more this year. They've been getting beat up by righties frequently, and he also gets a nice park shift from Fenway Park. Um, I think he makes for a good option, even at a very elevated price. Last but not least, we have Berrios. He's getting a potent Detroit lineup, but his K rate has been fantastic since coming from the minors, and he has dominated right-handed batters so far in the majors. So I think he's going to be a very low-owned option that has some upside, I think, at his price. Um, Actually, let's talk about Chad Green. He's the guy that's priced like a decent batter on both DraftKings and FanDuel, so I think he merits some conversation. The pros are that he is pretty stretched out, and he's been quite serviceable in the minors so far. The cons are is that he's on the road in a great hitter's park, facing a team that has a decent lineup. Although without Peralta, they're really not as scary. He's not a great prospect. The Yankees are kind of just trying to get something out of nothing with him here. Can he get you 12 to 15 points? I mean, sure, he can. But he can also blow up for negative points quite easily. I don't know if we need the price savings here, so I'm not sure I'm going to be going to him this year. Today. So let's move on to the stacks. First off, I want to talk about Oakland. They have hit lefties well, as they showed you yesterday. What will Denny Valencia's ownership be after he triple donked yesterday? I don't know. I hope it's really not that high, and I really don't think it will be. I think an Oakland stack is in play here. They're just really never owned as much as they should be. On the other side, we have some Texas righties. I think we can still target Mene. He's gonna be really good one day, but he's just not there yet. Unfortunately, Texas doesn't have many righty bats, so I guess we can just pick and choose guys like Ian Desmond, Ryan Rua, Adrian Beltre to fill out our other stacks. Yankees are hitting again, so Ray's actually not as scary against the Yankees because he's better against lefties than he is righties than he is lefties. I'm sorry, and Yankees have a ton of lefty bats here that they can throw at him. He walks a ton of people, and I don't think he lasts past the sixth sitting here. So let's target some lefty bats against him. The Red Sox will surely be popular. They've just been destroying the ball. They get a negative park shift to Kaufman, but they do get Ventura, whose walk rate has just been something incredible. It's like over 4 per 9 innings, which is insane. If they have crazy ownership, I'm going to gauge it during the day. I think we can definitely fade them and move on to a lower owned stack that has similar upside. A couple more for you here. Pittsburgh against Perez is not my favorite spot when I first looked at it, but my model loves them, so I'm going to mention them. They've been great against right-hand pitching all year. Just very hard to stack them when they just don't hit that many home runs in a row, get a bunch of hits in a row, which is something we want. I think we can pick and choose some batters here. My model loves Polanco, Starlin Castro, and Kang, especially. Dodgers come in as the third highest projected run total in the slate. I haven't stacked them all year. Their offense has been stagnant, but they've been kind of breaking out a little bit here. They do get to face excuse me, Matt Shoemaker at home. So if I was to stack them, I think I would go somewhere like 2 through 6 between Seager, Turner, Agon, Jock, and Grandal, which is the projected starting lineup. I like Utley, but I really want to get Jock in there, I think. All right, guys, that is all for me. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, come chat in the Slurf chat room tonight. We may have a little surprise plan for you, so look for an announcement on Twitter later on in the day. All right, I'm out.